how many of you saw the Gemini demo yesterday? The video came out from Google. I don't want to scare you guys, but if you go and watch those demo, it may scare the hell out of you. It did to me, like what AI can do now. And there is a reason for that, why I am kind of a broken record to some of you, repeatedly saying things. So 1 year of generative AI. I mean, I don't want to go to the term of AI here, artificial intelligence and all these things. I just want to talk about generative AI, like especially since last year, when ChatGPT came out, like there is a new movement and new way of thinking about AI, and there is a big news around the world. So again, I just want to quickly go over what has happened inside SJI so far. So 1 year, we introduced AI movement to SJ Innovation. I had many sessions even back in last November and throughout the whole year. And like it has been a central topic in every large meeting. We actually started working on our vision, which is AI first agency. We changed the branding. We have given you guys GitHub Copilot, and given approval of budget for any kind of AI tools. We also launched buildyourai.consulting, a new service inside SJ Innovation, and launched 15 plus products, including client product and our own product. And a lot of success, a lot of failure happened throughout the whole year. Like collaborative AI is one thing I was always passionate about, and I've been pushing some of you. However, a lot of, I would say a lot of failure happened there that some of you did not accept the challenge and started using it. However, looks like finally now we are getting there. I see a lot of you are logging in and utilizing it for different needs. Now, the reason I want to, tell you some fact, and these are true fact, what is happening. And I repeatedly said it that what I see in USA, even when I went to India and Bangladesh, I don't see that same feelings about AI. And it is almost feels like that whether you are in India or in Bangladesh, you guys are really far behind on thinking process, or maybe the leadership and people are not talking. So you actually don't feel that warmness what we have it. But let's say you are part of an international company, or you are a developer, or you are a QA, or you are like working on industry, right? There are some interesting report came out, and these are surveys, like sample of it, but I'll talk about a little bit more. Even from developers perspective, you see the first survey talks about that those who are using generative AI or AI tools, right, they code 25% faster, reduce error by 15%, learn new programming language more easily. The GitHub survey, which I think came out a few months back, 92% use AI coding tools, 70% report significant benefit to their code, 81% expect AI tools to enhance team collaboration. 1,000 developers survey, 65% use AI-powered coding tools daily, 80% report increased productivity, 75% believe AI tools improve code quality. If you look into more survey here, right, this is more industry-wise, right, like how companies are using it, which is our end client. Like you guys are developers or QA or whatever field you are in, right? In order to get more business, we need to know that whether business are going to that direction or not. So in October 2023, McKinsey, like was one of the top leading research firm, 70% of organizations had adopted AI in some form. 85% plan to increase AI investment in the next 5 years. AI to create, yes.
Can you present the slide?
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
I have a double monitor. Actually, the problem is I cannot because then I cannot see. It's a very tricky situation. I can make it bigger, maybe that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So 9 million jobs will be created, but also it will take away 7.5 million jobs by 2030. And 2030, for a lot of you, are not far away, right? You are young, 2024 is here already. And this is the scary part, but also a good news. In any kind of technology shift, a lot of people get scared about new technology shift, but even with my generation in last 30 years, I have seen actually it create more jobs. We have seen it again and again. There is another survey, but department-wise, who is using AI? 80% IT, marketing 75%, customer service 65%. Productivity 10% by 2030, global productivity, employee skill set. 70% of the CEOs see AI requiring new skills development in next 5 years. This is where my real topic today, that this AI movement means that most of you require new skills to move your career to the next level, and that means we have to worry about it, right? If you don't learn it, this is a problem for SJ Innovation or anyone who has an active career, right? 80% of executive view AI as an essential for future competitiveness. Okay. Now that these data already, I have proven you that this is not something you can ignore. However, like the whole part about AI, that it is a little scary for a lot of you. A lot of you are probably thinking, hey, I'm a developer, or I am this, it's not going to impact me, or I can continuously do certain things. But this is almost like internet era when it came in 1990s. And trust me, I have seen so many developers who did not learn internet skill, like web development or any kind of front end or back end skill set, and stuck with those old technology. Within a few years, they could not find a job. The problem with AI right now, it may sound like it's not maybe related to me, but the problem I see that if you don't use ChatGPT or OpenAI or Bard or Amazon, all these tools, you would not know customer problem and you will not be able to solve their problem. It's almost like that you say, I'm a web developer, I'm not going to use internet. Imagine that you have no idea how browser works. When you go to Facebook and you see that how sign up work, getting sign up form and forgot password, or what is 2FA, or those basic things. If you don't use those tools, when you will build the tool, how you are going to make a better tool. So my first point is, and there may be a taboo, and because I do understand that there is a problem that some of you are scared about it. On my private conversation, and I see on the forum and other places, people are scared. So my first argument for today's meeting in this slide, I'm talking about that it will not replace you. Okay. AI is designed to augment human capabilities, right? Like it will actually, you need to be there. We all need to be there. But what it does, it gave us a tool to enhance efficiency and accuracy in tasks. Imagine that you use internet, you don't use Google to search anything. Oh, this is cheating. I don't want to use Google search. I will find my solution. Right? So it actually does not work that way, right? So you are supposed to use those tools to create a better workflow, deliver work quickly, and then you actually do what is more productive. That's how it works. You are not supposed to be scared about it, right? Learning curve is a big thing. When I talk to some of you, most of you actually, there is a big problem in the company, guys. It is coming out right now. When you are going to the client call, I recently had a call with a client, and I have seen in 1 year that some of the projects we could not get because you are lacking that knowledge of AI. And some of you who are actually working with AI, you will be well ahead of the game. Whether you are a manager, you are an assistant manager, marketing person, developer, project manager, if you don't use it every day and use different tools and different generative AI tools or other AI tools, you will not learn. Even a lot of people I have seen that the prompt you are putting in initially versus now is significantly different because I can see all those logs. The problem I see that some of you who are shying away from this, you are becoming irrelevant to the job you are doing, and your job soon will be replaced by AI. Now, the good news that more you engage with AI, the better you become, leveraging its advantage for work. For me, when I am actually using ChatGPT, I can do so much things when I'm talking to people, you cannot even believe it, right? It's not just posting about certain things. I can pretty much make a business plan, get ideas, right? A lot of things I do. For my ChatGPT usage, if you see it literally every day, I log in. This is my previous 7 days, and yesterday I did all these things, right? Again, a lot of these things is not no longer about hey, I write down email, right? No, generative ideas, how to do things better. And if you don't use it, I cannot go and sit with you and teach you these things. You have to start using yourself, how ChatGPT works, right? Or any other AI tools work. There are tools came out, I think, last few days, and I was talking to Diman, a new tool I was just looking into. I was wowed by it, that it can literally make videos using my face as perfectly as possible. Okay. Now, does it take away things away from you? No. What I have noticed that a lot of work which I used to spend time, it does not take away those things. It actually enhance my creativity, and I spend more time on doing other things, right? Of course, I have to rewrite it and ask, hey, write a better email or do different things, right? So for me, what I have seen that when I am using ChatGPT or OpenAI or other AI tools, that it actually make my job a lot better, easier, right? I actually spend more time thinking about doing creative stuff, which is the end result of any employee, right? So I personally feel that I am more creative. I spend more time on productive tasks. Okay. Continuous learning and adoption. Adopting AI requires a mindset of continuous learning and adoption, which is essential for staying relevant in today's fast working work environment. One thing I have noticed that none of you, if you go ahead and see, the way I am thinking about right now, it's not just Facebook group. There are LinkedIn posts. Reddit is a big community on AI, and when I am going, browsing through these AI coding group, right, and reading through this, I'm learning a lot of things what people ahead are thinking, right? Now the problem I see with our team member, none of you are interested. None of you go through the community. None of you are participating on that community. You are thinking, oh, I have a job. I am fine, right? But don't get me wrong here. I don't want to scare the hell out of you. But if you continuously do not adopt with new tool set, because when I'm reading the forum, I see that what is coming on our way, right? I am reading about OpenAI, what their thinking process about GPT stories, right? Now, I cannot teach you guys this. You have to adopt yourself, whether you are an HR. I've been asking HR to go ahead and create an assistant for you guys, right? And what is assistant is? Assistant, it came out a month ago. Basically, you go to the API interface here, and easily you can create an assistant. An assistant is pretty much, can do a lot of the work we are doing. And in future, and there is a hype around OpenAI assistant. And that's what the whole Sam Altman, currently what is going on. It is because of this whole GPT and assistant. That means it can replace some of our jobs. It is scary, but what if I start making an assistant myself? So even when I am saying that the reason I don't see enthusiasm in the company or our leadership team is not doing it, and that's what I'm going to openly say. So this assistant is basically an HR assistant, right? It's basically a simple policy, what people can ask, right? And I bet 90% of you have not used it, right? So you are supposed to go to collaborative AI and see it actually can answer based on our leave policy and all these other policies. And that assistant needs to be improvised. So if Shakwat and Akshata don't use it and talk to other people and tell them, hey, can you use this assistant and answer some question? But the job is actually in the other side, where once you use it, you give feedback to Shakwat and Akshata, and they improvise the assistant that how it should answer it. This is where the problem is. The problem is that we are not using it. We don't talk about it, and we are scared about it. And this mindset of learning and adoption is required, and it cannot. There is no book for it. Nobody will, there are courses, but they are falling behind day by day. You cannot create. Yes, there are YouTube, things you can find probably. There are a lot of YouTube videos, and my literally feed is all about AI. So even I mentioned that a few months back, there was a video I shared with you guys that your mindset is all about what is in your YouTube feed and how your career move forward. What actually shows up on your YouTube feed will define your career in 3 years from now. But I don't see it, guys. Honestly, all these 4 points, very few of you are interested in AI. And that is an alarming and bad news. I don't want to scare the hell out of you, but I want to warn you from the top level to bottom level. If you are not going ahead with learning AI and utilizing AI every day and more proactively do the next step, like assistant kind of thing, which is on our way right now. Basically, assistant is what you do daily basis, and it can do some of your job. Like my assistant, which I created right now, I created a lot of assistant. Like I have social media post assistant, I have calendar assistant, which I can review everybody's calendar and see what's going on. I created a book, 5 dysfunction of a team assistant, right? Managers one-on-one assistant, EOS, SJ assistant, HR, all these things I am creating, and that's how I'm learning. I am not HR manager. Why I am going ahead and creating an HR assistant? Because that's how I'm learning. Learning needs to happen on hand, utilizing what you have it around. Nobody will give you a magic wand. Hey, Mehdi, you learn AI, using this. That's it. No, it does not happen like that. So for me, the biggest challenge I see that this mindset has to be changed. Now, in 2024, I want to warn you that this mindset, if does not change, you are going to see some impact on your job, whether it's the raise or benefit or whether promotion, and then you may lose your job. You may think that my job is secure. One day you will wake up and you will see an assistant is taking care of whatever you were doing it. Or you rather create that assistant, run that assistant, and be more productive. Okay. So what is my advice for 2024 for all of you? Everybody here, including me, everyone, Shahara, everyone needs to start collaborative AI or tool set. When I say collaborative AI, because ChatGPT Premium, we cannot afford it for every employee, but collaborative AI is, a GPT-4. Okay. So you have to start using it. Even whatever question you have it, go there and ask, create a new chart. There are group ones. You should use it. I think if you log in as a business team, all the meeting summary you need to update. That has been an eye-opener for me, right? Whatever meeting you guys are, doing now, I can go ahead and see what meeting happened last week. Now I see that some of you are effectively using it, and all pod needs to have their own login also. So we are sharing collaborative AI, where if you really look into that, one second, guys, just have to show you. So one thing I have learned about collaborative AI that some of you are really using it. If I show you this, that basically, if I go in there and have a meeting, so the whole idea is that for each of our client project, we are going ahead with collaborative AI, right? And when we are talking about a client and we have a meeting, the next thing, let's say a business development person can come in and do this, start this project. Now, PM, when they join, they can just read the summary and ask ChatGPT, hey, what do I need to know about PM to take over this project? So if Niam is one day off and Rohit wants to take over the project, this can help him. Like, tell me more about this project, so I need to know. Or last week meeting summary, right? So all these things are happening here, and I am very happy about it. Now, the real part is that imagine that me as a manager can create an assistant where I can go ahead and look into all these meeting summary we had it last week. And that's where I think you guys need to start doing. I think if you are developers, this should be your place to create more assistant. If you are developers also, GitHub Copilot, you should be an expert. I know that some of you are using it, but when I ask for report from Amol, I don't see the encouraging sign there. I don't see that, the creativity is there. Some of you are not using it. We need to switch to Copilot 100% this year. There is no going back because that's how we should write code. If you are not doing it, somebody else will come and they will become they will take away your job because they are better expert on Copilot. Okay. My last request is that by eventually all the work we do, some of it would be done using AI assistant. Even yesterday, Gemini, and then Bedrock, already Amazon Q came out already. So Google, Amazon, and OpenAI is Microsoft basically. All of them are thinking that some of the work we will be doing using assistant, and I need to be ahead of the game with the company. So I'm expecting thousands of assistants by next year, just like workboard action item. A lot of this assistant will be done, and I want you guys to be part of it. It doesn't matter whether you are Rafi from marketing or you are a QA from Ali from QA team. It does not matter. Everybody will need to create their assistant and show productivity. Okay. Now, in order to do that, we are going to create a competition. I think the form is done. Mujammel, the form is done, right?
Yes, just form is done, but the instruction video yet to create. So I'll share
Yes.
this later.
Yeah, definitely. No, I mean, we can definitely, we have time, we will. So what I'm expecting, in the rest of the month, we have 3 weeks. We are going to announce I'm announcing an AI assistant competition in the company. What we will provide you, either you can build a team within your team, 1-2 members. You will go and get access to OpenAI, and you will create an assistant, and then you will be able to give this assistant to some people to use it, test it, and then we will select a winner, 3 winner actually on first week of January. Now this is evolving. I would not say that it's almost like I'm putting you on a 6 feet water. You will not be drowned, but you will be struggling to create that. And some of you are thinking that, oh, developers have advantage. Not really, guys. It's the creative thinking, and if you start using this, I can beat probably 90% of you because of my usage on AI, because of my knowledge in this, right? There are people who, like, let me tell you a technique, right? There are people who actually went ahead, and there are thousands of, I think, almost close to 1 million GPT already created in GPT store. You cannot find them right away, and you don't have a premium account. But people are finding those GPT and reverse engineering using Rediff. Okay. And what is they are doing? They are creating their own GPT on API assistant. So ideas are everywhere. There may be an idea that Tanvi and team will work on, that Govindo, like the way they send this whole PTC class, they can automate this. There could be an idea, Gaurav can work with developer, that certain things, certain team members are doing, and that can be done using an assistant. Assistant can also go to our calendar. It can create an Excel file using Zapier. There are a lot of functions you can add. I'm sure you guys as a developer already started looking into that. And that's where the fun part, of course. So you probably need to see, hey, I'm creating an assistant, but I need to get the data. So that's when you need a developer's help. And I think our team will definitely be more cooperative. Joy has been working with me. Abu Huraira is here. So Akshay has been working on AI. Code Night has some people who has some knowledge. But this is something where I expect all of you to go ahead and explore. Don't be scared, guys. I think this is not a time to get scared. I am excited because, the reason I'm excited because we are well ahead of game. Thank you.